Richard Babb is a passionate photographer with a keen eye for detail. Richard creates content with an exceptional range of creative, technical, and artistic imagery. This includes cosplay, glamour, performance art, and fitness. Richard Babb Photography, where life becomes art. Birra Fanelli is a beer based in Italian tradition. It is a high-quality, natural, organic beer passed down from generation to generation. The Birra Fanelli is carefully handcrafted in a plant located in Sorel-Tracy, Quebec. It is truly Italian quality beer. Welcome. We are back. Well, I'm back. And I have a fantastic guest, and I'm really excited. I'm always excited, really, I have to be honest. But I love meeting new people, discussing new trades, milieus, talents. It's just my thing. I love networking and I love meeting new people, and I love that our viewers love us. So thank you so much. Let's Talk It Out is back for another fall season.
Well, we were back last week, theoretically.
Well, you were.
No, so were you.
I was not.
Yes, Giuseppe. We did the
Yes, but that was a Zoom.
I know, but we were still here. We did the...
We were. This you
still did it.
Yes, yes. People have not forgotten the voice in the back.
You know it.
The voice in the back.
Always here.
Yeah, always there. So yes, I'm very glad to be back. We are very glad to be back. Another season of amazing people, amazing topics, and we can't we can't speak. We can't present our podcast without the support of our sponsors. Thank you so much this time around. We have the amazing Richard Babb Photography. He is a sponsor, is a recurring sponsor, and we always appreciate you. Thank you, Richard. And Birra Fanelli. We love our beer. Italian.
I love it.
We love it. We can't say we don't. It is fantastic beer, though. We did have it. They were gracious enough to give us 24 cans.
Oh, wow.
And boy, was it good. And so thank you, guys. So now I would like to introduce and just jump right into it, because you are, right, we just met, but you are already an exceptional person, and you're very approachable and comfortable. So we're just going to get right into it. So I have the pleasure to introduce a beautiful fashion designer, Maria Arciero. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm
happy
very excited.
That you're here. I'm very excited. See, now I'm sitting straighter than I did last season, because you've sort of inspired me, actually. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I looked through your website, because you do have you like an array of just amazing fashion styles. And
that's so sweet.
Oh,
Thank
you do.
you.
And I saw that and I said, wow, I would look good in that.
Let's make something for you.
Yeah!
Let's make it.
I want it.
Let's do it.
That's it. You're going to tell me the color, the look, the style. I'm there. I'm totally there. However, I would like to start and for you to tell us how it all began before this journey of becoming a fashion designer. What led you into this profession?
I think it was just it's in my blood. Because if you do this as long as I've been doing it, I think you just have to love it. The journey wasn't as easy. High school, then CEGEP, and then university. I did Bachelor of Commerce.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I majored in marketing. And then I really did what I wanted to do. Because at the time, my parents were like, oh, you're not going to university. Are you nuts? We didn't come all the way down here.
There you go.
Right? We're immigrant children. And they really expected us to do a university degree. But I wanted it too. You can't force it, right?
Yeah.
So after that, I did really what I wanted to do, which was fashion. Throughout the years, I've always been sewing, watching my mom, because my mom's my biggest inspiration. She's been sewing for, I think also her since she was 13, 14, right?
Wow. Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
So she was taught by the nuns in Italy. And she brought it here, but here it was a totally different thing. She went into the manufacturing business. It's the rag trade, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that, even though my parents, that's what they thought. That's why they didn't want me to go into the business. But I turned it into more of an art rather than like a fast fashion. So what I do is I work with every individual client, and we do basically I check the body. We make sure that anything what will fit them, and we try to create a story for them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I love
so-
that. I love that concept.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that concept?
It's because it's so individual. You just try to get to know the woman,
Yeah.
and you try to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like, and and just try to make her happy. I mean, that's my inspiration. These women, they come in and their bodies are not sometimes perfect, or sometimes sometimes most of the time they're perfect, but they think they're not perfect, right? Like, I mean, we're just like terrible when it comes to women.
We're terrible.
Yeah. So, but there's always imperfections, but even like models have imperfections. So we try to work with the individual body.
I don't think there's ever anything as perfect. I mean,
No.
As a model? My God.
As a
no,
woman.
as a anything, as
Yeah.
a human.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
made not to, the beauty is that it's not perfect.
Perfect.
You're
You're
right.
right.
That's the
You're
beauty,
right.
you know?
Otherwise, it would be cookie cutter, right?
Yeah,
Like, we'd be
exactly,
like
right?
machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
But some women have it in their
Yeah,
heads
of
that
course, of course, yeah.
they have to have
Not only
that.
women. Not only women.
Really? You think
Yeah.
men?
I wouldn't know what that means, but I do know men that would definitely.
Really?
Yeah, they
Okay.
everything needs to be perfect.
Perfect on them. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think that's a choice. In the end, we're all different,
Right.
and I think it's a beautiful thing, though, to have that difference, because you must see a lot of people come in
Right.
and really want to have something that they can call their own,
Their own.
unique to them.
Right.
So,
Right.
and that's interesting, because how is it that you are able to tap into that? I mean, not everybody would come in and say, "Hey, I know exactly what I want,"
No.
right?
No.
So how do you tap into
So
that?
it's just a matter. We have a first discussion. We speak. We have like it's actually very, very friendly. I just get to know the women, and then I mean I have been doing it for a while, so I look at their bodies, pretty much take measurements, and I try to show them what would look nice on them. So we make up a mood board.
Oh, nice.
Right. So we
Oh,
make a mood
nice.
board, and then I'll send them fabrics and suggestions, and then I make a few sketches, and then they kind of make up their mind at that time, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
But the first introduction is more getting to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a very personal thing that happens between the two of us. I mean, I love these women. We've become friends. A lot of them have been coming to me for years. Then I get to know the brides, their kids, their baptisms, the communions.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, you also do children as well?
I used to, but it's just been so overwhelming that I've just kept with the adults. But I do have a line that I used to do for baptisms and communion.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been asked to redo a few more from one of the stores that I've dealt with before. They can't seem to find. It's hard to find individual, like pretty things that are not made from in China.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
So
100%.
you basically specialize in all clothing, or like
Women.
okay,
Women's clothing,
Women's clothing.
and better clothing, meaning evening wear,
oh, for sure,
party
yeah,
dressing.
Yeah, you're not making pajamas.
No, I'm not. No. But that's like something good too, because
course.
there's
Yes.
a whole thing. There's a whole thing on that. Like we could do slip dresses, slips for women. Like a lot of
Ooh.
women like that too. That whole lingerie, luxury lingerie is very, very.
In?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
have money to. It's funny.
I
No, I
like
mean
that.
we live in a
Yeah.
a day a time where everything's expensive.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
loungewear, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh, I love
A
it.
lot of women,
Good.
that I meet love that. They always ask me to make that, but at the moment I'm not going to. So
Gotcha.
we'll see.
And now, how is it that you're geared more towards women? Is that a choice?
That's a
or-
choice. That was a choice. When I started, I was doing anything I could get my hands on, basically just trying to figure out what I really, really liked. And what I wanted to continue in, and it was evening wear.
Really?
Yeah. I used to do outfits. I would do anything I could get. I did some menswear also, but it just didn't do it for me. Yeah.
Wow.
So now I've been doing it for so long that I've been trying to make a little turning the business more into an art form. So we do a lot of theater, a little bit of theater. I work a little bit with the Les Grands Ballets.
Oh, nice.
I work with movies, done some movies, just to get the creative juices going,
Sure,
you know.
yeah.
It's been a while, and, you know, like fashion repeats itself, you know, over the years. You just see, as we were talking, speaking before, the puffy sleeves not in anymore, but, you know, there's a circle, it comes back. It was back a couple of years ago, got out, come back, you know, the big pants, now they're back. But many years ago, you know, the whole elephant pant was in, you know, 20, 30 years ago, you know. So fashion just keeps going.
And so you have to keep up. So this is something. So you always looked to the trends?
Always trending. Yeah, of course. We always look at the Italian and the Parisian fashions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the biggest in evening wear.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Paris
inspiration.
Fashion Week and Italy Fashion Week.
Oh, sweet. So you derive the inspiration from there. Because Europe, I mean, they the style there is. You can't compare. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I check the trends, but other than that, I do get inspired by other stuff. Sometimes it's a leaf. Sometimes it's a color. Sometimes I get inspired by a fabric, and I build a collection on that fabric or that color or that special stitches, or anything inspires me. And it's funny because, you know, for a while, nothing is inspiring me, and then something hits, you know, a tree that the leaf fell off, and you're like, oh wow, look at the veins on that. Oh, you know, maybe I can.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's how I get inspired. But I mean, I do check the trends, and the trends basically that I look at is, you know, are we going back to a fitted dress? Are we going back to the full gown? I mean, evening wear, you just have about 5 or 6 silhouettes that you use. It's not as. But even in casual, I mean, it's the skirts, straight skirt, pencil skirt, A-line skirt, you know, like these are all the shapes of the dresses that every year it's a short, long, now it's going to the knee, then it's meaty, you know.
It just changes so much. I get confused because every year when you change and you wear the same type of skirt and it's outdated, you're saying, oh my God, okay, now I have to go buy a new skirt.
Right.
And then you buy a new skirt.
Keep it.
And then you have to keep it, right? Because then it's like, okay, now I got rid of it. And I have to go back and get that skirt.
Right.
But I love the pencil skirt.
Yeah, one of my
find
favorites.
It so elegant.
It's sexy and it's comfortable. Yeah. It's long. Everything looks like it's put together.
I love it.
You always look put together with a pencil skirt.
I love it. It's just the top, because you can't wear a long top. You have to wear a shorter top because it has to look nice.
Right.
So then you have to go and shop for the top. And then you have to go and shop for the shoes. And then next year it changes.
Yeah.
So now, how many items, like when somebody comes in, how do you show them what you've already done? Do you have clothes that you've already done?
Right. So every 6 months I do a collection.
Yeah.
Which is followed up by a fashion show. So I show my collection. We do about 15 to 20, depending, closer to 20 every 6 months.
Okay.
And I show new ideas. So new ideas, new colors, new ways of making stuff, anything, as I said, that inspires me for that time.
Okay. Where do you do the fashion shows?
Various places.
Like you book a place and like ticket sales kind of thing?
Right.
Oh,
sometimes
okay, really cool.
We do the Italian week. So that's outside on St. Lawrence Street.
Oh,
right.
That's funny.
The settimana, like
yes,
Settimana.
Yes.
Okay, did you do it? No, not this year.
This year was the first year after 22 years. I didn't do it. This was the first year.
Well, because I booked all the acts.
Yeah, we were there.
Well, were you there last year?
So last year I performed. I didn't book, but this year they hired me to book all the musical acts. I take care of the musical acts.
The musical acts.
Yeah.
Okay. What a small
So
world.
actually the fashion show was the only thing that I didn't
take care of.
I didn't take care of. Yeah.
Wow, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay.
That's weird. One week?
Yeah. So this is the first year, actually.
Okay,
After all those years, I didn't do it.
Wow.
So next year we'll talk.
We know. We know. There you go. You probably see familiar faces.
Yeah, of course. You do both look, like I've seen you before, but I didn't want to
It's possible. Yeah, I mean,
probably.
Yeah,
I do a lot of weddings too. Like I play music.
What band are you with?
Right now I'm playing. Well, I play with a bunch, but Soul Station is.
Soul Station?
Yeah, that's the one I'm doing mainly with for the weddings. Then
Okay.
Weddings
okay.
in corporate, and then I play with other bands, other types of venues. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Now, this is a question that's more personal to you.
Mm-hmm.
Which of your designs speaks to you more? Which one represents you?
Which one represents me?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I think all of them do because I put my heart and soul in all of them.
Sure.
So I don't have a particular style because every year I'm like, this is the best ones, or every year I'm like, by the end of the fifth month, I'm like, oh no, what did I do last month, last 6 months, last season? But all of them. I don't really have a particular look. I do like sexy dresses. To me, that's more of a, yeah. And then I love ball gowns. I
very
love
nice.
the ball gowns like that to me. Vintage. Vintage is another look I really, really like. I do look at all the history books to get inspired sometimes.
Wow.
Because styles from the 40s and 50s are just like the best.
Thank you.
Era.
See?
Well, clothing and acting are two
40s
different things.
and but okay, because I'm being made fun of now. Because I like older films.
Films, yes.
I love it,
Yeah.
not just necessarily for the acting, but I like the sets, how they're put together, the wardrobe, how they carry themselves.
Clothing, yeah. The women.
Thank you.
Women were women.
Yes, you could. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it. but women carried themselves
Right.
and they were put together.
Yeah, properly.
The hat,
Yeah.
the and they had gloves
Yeah.
and all of that. Okay, it's a little bit
It's just-
ostentatious, but
No, but it's beautiful.
it speaks you are feminine.
Yes.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love the look.
Yeah.
So I understand how you can take from that.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so
all the
happy. I
time,
love
all
it.
the time. Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just did my daughter's wedding dress, and it was a vintage, like very vintage, inspired by a Sophia Loren wedding gown. So,
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's
Man, did she luck out?
she did. Yeah, she had 2 wedding dresses.
Oh my God.
And a
that's
third
so
little
funny.
dress there. Just
Yeah.
threw that one in.
oh nice.
Where was the wedding?
It was one of the reception halls in Montreal.
Oh, okay.
The Challenger.
Oh, Challenger.
Yeah.
When was it? Not.
In May 31st.
Oh, I was there 2 weeks ago.
I'm like, oh no.
Imagine that would have been a really small world. Like now it just got smaller. That is crazy. So in terms of you becoming a fashion designer, you said you were inspired. It's something that you always wanted to do.
Yes.
How did you start off?
Again, just started out with some friends who came. I did a lot of volunteer at the beginning when I started. I went into companies and didn't work for anything, just followed around the designer. I did like 3 summers like that, just followed the designers everywhere just to get some inspiration, just to get to know what it was all about. And but again, my mom was always sewing, but she was in a manufacturer, so it was a little bit more of a sweatshop where she was. Didn't want to do that, but followed other companies where they did more of what I wanted to do. Yeah, so that's where I started. And then from there, I had friends who used to come. I started basically with friends giving me work. Okay, make me a pair of pants. Oh, make me a top. So that's what I was saying, where I was trying anything out, as long as I can make a little bit of, like that $5, $10 in the day, was like, couldn't ask for much because I was just starting. So I just wanted to just start and see if I really continued the business. So I took menswear, I took children's, I did bathing suits at one point. I was doing anything I could get my hands on, just to get the experience. And then again, then I started with bridesmaids, started with that. And then some brides started to come, and it just grew on its own. I don't think in my mind, I don't think that's what I wanted to, build a business right away. It just came to me.
That's great.
Yeah,
That
it
is
just
great.
came to me. And then I couldn't let it go because I just fell in love with it. Fell in love with the women that would come to see me. No self-confidence, and by the time they're putting on their dress, it's like confidence galore. You should see the difference, and in their eyes, and it's amazing.
Nice.
The transformation from that little shy woman that comes in, I don't like my body and all that, and then like when they're walking out and we hug, and like, oh my God, it just worked out so well. So
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. So it's a really great experience.
And so with your collections, I mean, you do weddings. What other, in terms of the evening wear? I mean,
Ball gowns, so evening wear, formal wear, go to a party, maid of honors. There's a lot of events people go to, and they need, galas. They need gowns.
You deal directly with the client, like the
Right.
customer, not through the stores or
No,
whatever.
I used to do that when I started. Like after about 5 years, I was doing that. I kind of meddled myself into that. So I did that for maybe a good 6-7 years. But China came in after and killed the business. They were making stuff that I was making for $10, and I couldn't even buy the fabric at those prices. It just killed the market, and
for sure.
So they were buying, like I remember one of the owners of the store showing, but Maria, look at this bustier, it's all beaded and it's only like $25. I'm like, I can't even buy the fabric at that price,
Oh my God.
I mean, our salaries were, okay, but in China they're making them for
peanuts. Yeah. Well, it's killed
thing.
most. I mean, go to
most of-
Chabanel now.
there's no one.
There's no
Yeah,
one.
killed everybody. At the
Yeah.
time. So yeah.
If you can describe your work or your line or your fashion styles in one word, what would it be?
One word?
Yeah. Or a couple.
Glamorous. Glamorous. Different. We try to make it artsy a little bit.
Yeah.
We try to put, like personalized.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to personalize all the garments. We try to always add a little bit of my touch in there. Mm-hmm. So either it could be a bead or a certain bow or a certain, yeah. That's of the season, for example. If my year is about bows, there's always a little bow somewhere.
Oh, cute!
Yeah, on the shoe, on the ring, on the purse, somewhere. There was a year we were putting butterflies. Another year we did ladybugs. But ladybugs, like we're talking about jewelry ladybugs, not. Not the red and black. It was
Not the
gold.
Japanese ones.
No, beaded, extremely beaded, and
Oh, nice.
yeah. So we go through, like I said, every season it becomes different, and it makes it more exciting for me and for my clients to see something different. But in the end, there's a basic look. So it's the pencil skirt, So I build on the pencil skirt. I build on the A-line skirt. I build on the trumpet skirt. That's very, very popular.
Okay.
The trumpet. So it's a fitted, and then it just flares out at the bottom.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Right?
That's very pretty.
Yeah, it's very popular, and it's like many years I'm doing that. So we add to it. Either we put a slit, we make it round on the sides. I'm always changing it a little bit.
Changing it.
You have a website where you like have this, like where people can go and take a look? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm stronger on Instagram
Okay.
than my website. For some reason, I kind of let it go every once in a while, but I post on Instagram almost every day.
Well, what's the handle? Because we definitely have to mark that in. Where?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
It's Maria Arciero Couture.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
easy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And they just reach out to you and
Right.
you meet with them and you give them
Right.
a price. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
that's fantastic.
So nobody calls me anymore. It used to be calls.
That's finished.
Like this.
And it's like, wow, now, like we don't hear that bell ringing. It's always the ding,
This
ding.
or this. Yeah.
Yeah, so I try not to answer. I only answer at night or in the afternoon at lunch because otherwise I'd be answering. And my clientele is younger, so their only communication is through Instagram. And it's so funny that this happened not long ago. It's because they're so used to being answered so quickly that I don't, and they keep.
Oh no!
I'm like, okay, I don't do this, so I gotta work,
Oh yeah, well the younger generation,
Right.
I want it
now.
Yeah, I want it now. You have to answer me now.
Now, yeah.
Do you do prom or grad dresses?
That's a big part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because they're young, so I have a younger aesthetic. So a lot of them. That's a big part of my work.
Oh my God! So how far in advance do you start when you
Usually it's
receive
about
clients? A year.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Is that just for one client or several?
Several, like everybody comes in like now for, I've seen people in, let's say, June for next June.
Wow.
So, it's about a year. Yeah, 9 months to a year.
And
When do they get when
Fitted.
do you take the measurements?
Well, we do see each other, intermittently. So we do see each other maybe like at the first meeting, then after 2-3 months, then another, few months later, and then really at the end, a couple of weeks before, I do a quick fitting.
Did you ever have to look at someone and say, I've been sewing for the past 3 months. You might want to stop the chocolate bars for
that's no. You're supposed to create a rapport with these people.
But I mean,
Not deter them.
But what happens if you worked, 4
It
months,
is a problem.
and then
It
they
is a
get there
problem.
and Madonna, it doesn't fit.
Oh my
It
God!
happens. It happens.
Yeah,
It did, eh?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
it
say a
happens.
nightmare story.
Yeah, quite nightmares. Yeah,
my
we've
God.
had a few.
Yeah.
A lot of people lose weight. So till the last day, I'm tightening. I'm having the seamstresses tightening the dresses. Yeah.
So do you actually sew? Like you?
I don't really sew as
Okay.
much as I did at the beginning, obviously. I have women who do the sewing.
Okay.
So I do all the designs, the pattern making, the cutting, seeing the clients, and then all the manual work is done by women.
Okay.
Some
And that's
other
in
women.
Montreal?
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
very
yes. Always,
nice.
everything is in house. Everything we don't send anything out.
Okay, wow, that's
unless
cool.
it's we don't send anything to China to get done. We don't, we.
Well, hats off for that.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah, but it's been hard to compete.
Yeah.
Of course. You can
But
imagine.
I've built a clientele, and I've built.
Well, there's definitely value to having something
Right.
custom made for you. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
if you're
So
not going to pay
people-
for that, well, then you're cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but I mean, you can't like look at someone
Yeah.
making something
for you.
designed for me with
Yeah.
a new design and all of this
Yes,
stuff, and
exactly.
want to and expect to pay
Minimal amount,
you know,
Walmart. It's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, some people understand it, and some people don't. So there's a
how is-
big.
How is that
you know.
possible? Like,
Well,
Oh,
people
it
could
is.
buy dresses on Marketplace, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
no, I know,
true.
and it's cool. But
Whatever,
you
he
pay
just
what
will.
you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a yellow dress,
Yeah.
wedding dress comes out yellow, right? But that's what you pay for.
Yeah.
But you're talking about something that is invested, like you're investing time.
Oh yeah,
and
Yeah, but
care.
time,
her-
love. These are my babies.
These babies.
These are my babies. I work with them so much,
I can
like,
imagine.
we take quite a bit of care.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah.
in terms of, let's say, one gown, what is the process? So you basically said you worked on the patterns or whatnot. Like when you have a client come in, and you have to obviously, why are you laughing?
Sorry, because I started visioning the client comes in. Get out of here. I'm not even gonna
Too much
waste my time.
fabric? No, I'm kidding. Oh, that's terrible.
I'm not that kind of designer. There are a few like that. There are a few. I've heard stories.
I would imagine.
Yeah,
right?
there's one designer who said, "Sorry, the dress won't look good on you because you're too big."
Yeah.
And like, how do you do
that's
that?
terrible.
How do you do that? And she, she left crying, came to see me, and she said, "Do you do, like dresses for bigger women?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to make you beautiful.
Of course,
That's a challenge, of course,
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, thank God, I just went through it, and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "That is awful. Honestly, that's not a designer."
I was joking.
No, but it really is. It is,
Isn't a designer? That's the whole purpose, is to take
Right.
the specific person,
Right.
whatever shape, color, whatever.
Don't you think?
know?
Obviously,
Of
it's
course.
easy to make a dress for a model. Anything looks good on them.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, wow, okay.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
that's
Imagine
horrible.
what the stigma these
Well,
people
even like
must
prom
have.
dresses,
Yeah.
like some girls have matured, some haven't.
Yeah.
They're in a weird position
Yeah.
physically. Like,
Yeah.
so that's, you got to make them where they are at that point in their life. And,
Right.
and that's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
God, I
A
feel
lot of
so
work.
bad. So in terms of having, let's say, somebody come in, so you have to look at the person, create the rapport with the person.
Right.
So,
There has to be a bit of trust.
yeah.
Because they're giving me a little bit of a carte blanche, like, what do you see on me? I do ask them to always bring in some kind of inspiration, just so that I could see what they like.
Okay.
Maybe, so, like, kind of get a feel for the woman before I design anything. Because whatever I could think is great, but the woman doesn't, like, so I do like to fit into their box also. Try to get them a little bit out, but always in their box.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do ask them to bring me something.
You have to, because you can't just invest
No.
all your time and energy
No.
coming up with a creative. Oh no, I was thinking more like
Right.
pants or something. What?
Yeah. So I always ask them to give me a basic idea of what they want. So, like you said, do you want a pantsuit or do you want a ball gown? At least bring it down, because otherwise it'll be on forever. We go on forever and never end.
So they come in with a sample, let's say, of something.
Not a sample. It's basically
picture, a photo.
pictures, stuff they've seen. I give them sites. Go on that site. Go check. Watch the Oscars. Watch stuff like that. Get inspired and bring me a silhouette. I need to start with a silhouette.
Okay.
So, but if I totally think that silhouette doesn't go well with them, then I will say it. But I will still respect the clients. If that's what they want, then I'll stay with it, even though I'll tell them, listen, this is what I think will look better. But if the client really wants, like a certain
100%.
look, I'll stay with it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna force it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's good. That's
Yeah.
great. So that's how you earn their trust.
That's exactly it. And I try to make it the best I can, even though sometimes it's not what I think.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I agree to disagree, right?
Yeah. That's it.
So, yeah.
So they come in, you create the rapport.
Right.
They present you with an idea of
An
what they
idea.
would like to have. And then from that moment
So
on.
there I start the sketching.
Okay.
So we start with the
okay. That's what I
sketching.
wanted
Yeah.
to know. Like
so
how
I start the sketching. I'll make. We start with the silhouette. Sometimes I'll show them fabric or something, or they say, "Oh, I would like a really blue color beaded dress." So I have something. I'll show them, and we work with that fabric.
Okay.
Sometimes, okay, so let's do the one sleeve. What does the one sleeve look like? So I'll bring a piece of fabric and we add it on them. But I want to wear a bra strap. Okay, so that doesn't work.
Okay.
So let's do it appropriate to wear the bra strap. So okay, so let's do a V-neck. Let's do a square neckline. Let's do it, so we work with that. Yeah.
Wow. So that's really, how long does that process take? I think.
It's also because I also do it after the first meeting. I also start without them. So I'll do a couple of sketches, send them, so that it doesn't take that long when we're just me and them, because sometimes it just goes on and on, Well, we do end up speaking. We start to speak about other things, get off subject. Whoops, okay, let's go back,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then you have the sketches. How long do the sketches take you? Or and is there a specific time you work on them?
There's usually on my Fridays, I try to do that, or weekends, or, sometimes in the evening, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm inspired now, let's do
nice.
that. Yeah. I'm designing all the time. I don't think, I sleep and I think, oh, what can I do for her? You know,
Nice.
yeah, so it's always it's in my blood. Like, like I realized it is what I was made to do because it's been years and I love it. So,
you know what? That's one thing, to have a passion.
that's it. You have to,
You
you're
have
right.
to, it's in here,
Yeah.
and you have to go with it.
Yeah.
And that's how you know
Right.
that it's your calling,
Right.
because you're still doing it.
Right. And it can't be about money. Because if you follow the money, then it's not what you're going to do.
Okay, yeah.
Not what you're going to do as yes, we need money, of course. But I mean, it's not, don't follow that if it's, you want to do couture and art. Because art will not, it'll come. It does come. But you have to be passionate about it, and then the money comes.
Well, I think it would be a patience thing too, right?
Right. Yeah. So in this field, I think as a designer, if you want to follow the money and make it big, you have to do production. Mm-hmm. So production meaning, 1,000 t-shirts and I'm just saying 1,000, whatever, 100 t-shirts, 100 pairs of pants, your sewers are always sewing the same thing. So they're not wasting time. While with me, it's always something new. Their brain, they have to use their brain. Oh, maybe this, show the sketch, change it, keep changing. There's a lot of changes. It's so different than something that's manufactured.
And so you're constantly changing. And you said sometimes you do it every 3 months.
Yeah,
to change the styles.
Yeah.
Now, when you have multiple clients, how do you juggle that when you're doing, let's say, 3 or 4 sketches for just one person, and you have like 5 clients waiting?
Right.
It must be very time consuming. It must be, because you have to be creative for each person. So you're changing a mode, let's say.
Yeah, but it just comes because the person is so individual, and for some reason their look is different from the other person, and it just works for some reason with me. So
nice.
Yeah, so like sometimes I have not yet to do one dress that looked exactly like the other.
Okay, that was another question. I was going to say, did you ever take from one and then put?
Of course we do, because I mean it's the collection, right?
Yeah.
So, but not to say that dress I copied it for the other person.
Okay,
Right.
So everybody is really individualistic, very unique in their style.
Yeah.
And that is something that I've also seen on your website.
Right.
And the photos that are there, and we're going to show the photos. I had asked you like to put some photos up.
Sure.
And the styles are just they're very seamless, and they're very unique to the person wearing the garment.
Right.
And I find that very interesting. And you're on your site because the people selected to wear certain types of styles.
Right.
It just goes.
It goes.
It goes. It's very
They look,
flawless.
yeah.
The look is fantastic. So now that you have all these sketches and all these people, like, do you ever have a hard or a difficult client? Or you have all these sketches and you have to go back and then you have to go back? Like, was there ever a moment?
There's always, every year, there's always that one client.
Really?
That's a little bit difficult, but it works out in the end. We make it work.
Yeah.
A lot of women also have no confidence, so
How do you
try to make it work. You make it work.
Yeah.
I make it work. A lot of patience.
Yeah.
That's one thing. If you have to get into this profession, you better be patient.
Wow.
Patient and like, yeah.
I feel you.
Especially with women. I think men are easier. Like I don't know. I just see my husband walk. Oh, okay, this. Okay.
When it comes to fashion, I think so too. It's like it's not overthought, and No, but I think humans in general, everybody thinks they know what the other job is, even though they've never done it a day in their life.
Right.
They feel they know how it is to be a doctor,
right,
even though they've never been. They feel they know how it is to be a designer, even though they've never designed anything.
Yeah.
And as a musician, it's the same thing. It's well, why are you cutting out the songs? You're telling me which songs to play.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's like you know better, but you've never played a gig in your life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You know, I'm with different people every night of the week practically.
Yeah.
And you're not, and you're trying to tell me. And it's like, you have to be patient. Be like, okay, I see what you're saying, and I know what vibe you're going, and you put that smile, and you're like, yeah, not a problem. It's That's the hard part. I think with any job.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating though.
Yeah. But we're working with clients.
They feel they know your job better than you know it. And they've never touched a piece of fabric, but they know how, oh, you can't just do it like this. No, I can't.
Well, I mean, it's because they're probably approaching you with an idea.
Yeah.
And to them, there's no, but it's very easy to do this because I saw it on this picture, Vanity Fair, and this is what they're doing, and this is exactly what I want.
Yeah, but photo shoots is what people don't understand.
Exactly.
We glue things. A lot of people, I had a lot of proms, they just want the front of the corset with no back, right?
Oh.
So, how do you want me to hold this up?
I know. I saw it on the Grammys. Yeah, they also put crazy glue along her whole body. She has no skin left, but I mean, whatever.
Okay, it's just structurally not possible.
Yeah.
The thing is just going to flip out this way. So
that's when the guys decide, okay, we're okay with that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, my girlfriend will take 3 of those. You know what I mean?
So as he said, the difficult clients expect things that sometimes are not structurally even possible to do. Again, I explained to them, photo shoots is a totally different thing. We create things to make people dream, not reality, right?
Exactly.
So
they're nice, those photo shoots. Though. You see with the wedding dresses, and you're like, wow, that's gorgeous. And then you look at the price, and not on. That's 3 cars.
If you had to give advice to anyone who wants to get into the business, what would be your advice? What would you say?
Passion. You have to be passionate. You have to be patient. You have to love women. You have to fall in love with these women. And I fall in love with all my clients.
She has a picture of every single client in her
house.
The collage. Basically. Passion. Yeah, you have to.
That's definitely not something that if you're not passionate about it,
right.
All the frustration, you just
it's not worth it. And a
lot the sleeve.
Right.
She doesn't want it anyway. I'll tell her.
I've had it.
Yeah, that's it. I'm the visionary. She doesn't need it.
Yeah. So when I started, there were many designers. And now there's very few who are doing it because you just have to keep hammering and you have to keep going. But that's any business, I believe.
Yeah,
the
grind is the
grind.
In
life also.
The 10,000 hour rule is there for a reason. To
right.
become an expert, you got to do at least 10,000 hours.
Right.
And so if you don't,
and you can't count your hours. Do you know, working, I don't count my hours when I'm doing something. I get lost in the dress or I get lost in the design. If we don't sleep sometimes and let me go do some work or let me think of something
Well, like music creation.
Right.
Sometimes you can shit out 4 dresses in a week because you're in the zone and you're just, and then other times one button, you'll sit on it for a week and a half saying, fuck that stupid little, and it's
how come I can't get
how come I can't get it this way? And music is the same thing.
Yeah.
You could write 3 songs in 20 minutes and then one little chorus or the reverb of a vocal line, and you'll spend like 2 weeks on it, and you're like, why? I don't know. It just is.
But you're an artist.
Yeah, you're an artist,
and that's how it is.
That's how
and we have blocks, and we have.
But sometimes is it blocks? Is it because we overthink? I don't know.
Acting is the same thing. You have a scene, and you have to do it 15 different ways, and you're constantly testing yourself. I think it's an art thing.
Yeah,
I think it's in the arts. I think
we have these ups and downs.
Yeah,
I believe in that, and sometimes we're just not inspired, and we're just it just doesn't.
But
work.
I mean, in the banking, let's say that I'm going to use banking as a business term, or in the insurance world, how is it? It can't be any different. I mean, do you really need inspiration in insurance?
Yeah. Well, they're not creating anything.
Well, but human nature, right? How can I sell? You make it into an art.
Right.
How can I convince this person that this is better?
Yeah.
What's a better avenue I can take? How can I upsell? I don't know. I mean, you have to make it into an art or else.
That's it. Why you?
Oh my God.
Yeah. But some people are chasing the money.
Yeah.
So it's not about the art. It's about
100%.
chasing the money.
100%.
How much more can I make if I sell this?
Yeah.
So
but there's
that's
an art,
the motivation.
There's an art to business too, right?
Right.
So, if the motivation is only money, that you don't care what you're doing, That's a problem.
Yeah.
But
but a lot of people are like
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Of course. I know.
But you lose yourself. You lose yourself in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose yourself in that, and unfortunately, you won't be able to create what you want to create properly.
Yeah.
Like I find in arts, it's perfectionism.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, I could be off, but as an actor or a musician or a fashion designer, you want to strive for that perfect look, that perfect moment. And if it doesn't come, or if you don't harness it in whatever way, it's like, oh my God, okay, now this is, and you're going to go crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't deliver that line properly. I know I could be more convincing, or I didn't play that in chord properly, or that button, you know, do I turn it into a clasp? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
You know, so I think there's a lot more in terms of the piecing of the puzzle to become, let's say in your case, a fashion designer. There's just a lot of steps.
Yeah. And every season I try to make it better. Bigger, better, nicer looking. Like, you know, like how can I make this more beautiful? Every season, you know, by the end of the season, you know, I didn't do a great collection this time. You know, I got to make it better. And I'm always pushing myself to do something new, something different, something out of this world. Right? I mean, you know, out of this world, but it's got to be, you know, sellable.
Exactly. I totally agree.
That's the other thing, you know. That's why I like to do the creative outlets with theater, with Les Grands Ballets. You know, you could get yourself out of the box of just, it has to be sellable. I gotta remember, you know, that I still do have to make money, you know, like in the end, you know, it can't be just pretty, you know. I work with other artists, you know, where, you know, we do things together, paintings. I have a whole project coming up where we're going to be painting. There's an artist who will be painting on the gowns. So, you know, like his style. So I'm always trying to find something.
Creativity
and
that keeps you going. It keeps you going.
Exactly.
Yes. And I think that's why I'm still in the business. Because I've found a creative outlet. Because if it was just making dresses, I think it would be, you know, like, it's okay. I love it. Again, I'm in love with the whole work. But then I need my creative, you know, outlet.
100%.
You know, okay, so what am I going to create? And, you know, we just did another show. It was a whole hair show. So her whole concept was deconstruction. So we had to make dresses that were deconstructed before they were constructed. So half a dress, you know, like, so it was a whole concept, a whole collection in that. So it was fun. You know, it was fun. I got creative. I got, okay, I could go back to my normal. You know?
No, but it's true. It invigorates, and that's the reason you keep going. Because if I had to play, like I love playing weddings because I play music and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But if I'm only doing that, at the end, I'm gonna I can't.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna die. Like, it seems
your soul is gonna die.
close to it.
Yeah.
You know, like I will survive. I'm gonna hate.
Yeah.
Already I've played it so many times, but at least. There's other projects, like you said, the Grand Ballet. It's a project that takes you out.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate what you have when you're not there.
Yeah.
And it reinvigorates. And
it challenges you, right?
100%.
So that you know that you can actually get yourself out of the box and do something different and like just use your other side of your brain or something.
Yeah,
you know, like,
whatever it is.
you know, like.
So Maria, where can people find you if they wish to have a custom-made gown?
Phone number.
Do you want to give it? Do you want to give your phone number?
Sure.
Or do you want them to just go on
they
Instagram?
could call me on Instagram, Facebook. I don't know where else could they find me. Basically, right now, any client that has come through has been through Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. And on Facebook, same thing, just your name?
Yeah, or referrals.
Okay.
I mean, that's been the best, actually. Years, it's always been the best. But to contact, you know, because it's the younger generation, it's always been through Instagram. So Instagram.
That's a young outlet.
And once again, the like, how do we spell it just to get it all?
So it's Maria Arciero, Design, DESI.
Okay.
GN.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so interesting. I mean, it was really like amazing. And you seem very talented and very passionate about what you do. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And wishing you continued success for many more years to come. Thanks so much.
Thank you. That was so sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank
you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming. See? Painless. We tried to make it painless.
Tried.
That's it.
That's right.
But thank you so much, Maria. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. So if anybody wants a beautiful gown, Maria is your lady. You have to contact her because she's one of a kind. And she's very passionate.
There's not many. It's last of the Mohicans.
Not many. It's a dying breed.
It's a dying breed. So get her while she's still hot. I love that line. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will catch you on the next Let's Talk It Out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.